I firmly believe that every therapist must experience therapy for themselves as clients. And today I'm going to share with you my second ever experience of seeking therapy. I'm 21 years old. I've driven all the way from another town. It was about a 2.5 to 3 hour drive, especially to see a psychologist who I found in the yellow pages of the telephone book, because this is the early 90s and I've never even heard of the internet. After my initial and first ever experience of seeking counseling, I'm super anxious, but I'm also hopeful because I don't know which way to turn. I walk into his office and the first thing is that I'm really uncomfortable. His armchair is really low and I have dressed up. I have big hair. I'm wearing my platform shoes and my very best short skirt, and I can't get comfortable. So I kind of sit right on the edge of the chair and I cross my arms over my stomach. He asks me, "Why are you here?" And I launch into a kind of prepared speech that I had prepared on the drive over. And I tell him that I've just gone through a really bad breakup and I felt used in this relationship. He starts asking me a whole bunch of super personal, embarrassing questions about my sex life, my sexual activities. And I'm 21 years old, so I am very aware that something is off. But this guy's a professional. He's like a doctor. I expect to respect him and I expect him to know what he's doing. And I think to myself, well, maybe he needs to know this, or this is an important part of the process. And I try to answer his questions as best I can, but I feel really uncomfortable, really awkward, and embarrassed. And as the session goes on, I feel more and more uncomfortable. I feel like I'm trying to fend him off. I feel on guard. I feel attacked. By the end of the session, I was so glad it was coming to the close. And I can hardly believe my ears when he says to me, "I'd like to get to know you outside of the therapy context. Would you like to go out for dinner sometime?" And I'm so shocked and horrified. This guy is hitting on me. And I don't know how to say to him, this is incredibly inappropriate. So I just kind of try and fob him off and I get out of there as quickly as possible. And I drive all the way home feeling ashamed, feeling like there must be something wrong with me. Maybe I'm giving off signals that make him behave in this way. In the next few days and the next couple of weeks, he calls me quite a few times at home because obviously he has my contact details. And this is the days of the landline. I make my sister answer the phone every time and tell him that I'm not at home and make some kind of excuse. He also phones me at work, but luckily the receptionist puts the calls through to my office and I make an excuse and I say that I'm not available to speak to him. And after a while, he gives up and goes away, much to my relief. You know, I wish that I had known then that what he was doing was not only unethical, but illegal And I could have reported him to his licensing body, and I wish that I had, but I didn't know that at the time. And it was another horrible experience. And it would be about, I think it was another 5 years before I would try to seek therapy again. Sadly, my third encounter with therapy was also very unfortunate, but in an entirely different way. If you'd like to hear about that one, then please click on the link which should be showing up about now. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video.